So I am very pleased to be presenting the Economic Development Committee's first Business of the Month Award. We realize as a committee that economic development is attained not only through bringing new businesses into Lansdale, but by supporting existing businesses that are so vital to the economic health and well-being of our community. Now, we have a lot of deserving businesses in our town, so this was both a very difficult task picking, but it was also a very easy one for me to choose tonight's honoree. So please join me in congratulating the July 2013 Business of the Month, Wilson's Hardware and Locksmiths. Now, Joe and Chris Flyzik, owners of Wilson's, are with us tonight, so come on up. You're going to stand here and keep me company as I tell everybody a bit about your business.
I have a seat back here for you.
Very happy. So, Chris and Joe bought the hardware store in 1984 from Bill Wilson, and please do pop in when I start making factual errors. But the store itself has been a mainstay of the Borough since the 1880s. So next time you go in, look up to where Chris sits in that little window and realize that that used to be the hayloft for the building. And below that, what is now the Madison Street entrance to the building, that's where the horses were. So that building has a lot of history, and I think we're very lucky to have these two as the stewards for that history now. Their affiliation with True Value gives us the best of both worlds. They have incredibly robust stock and services, coupled with the old-time charm of a Main Street hardware store that you just can't replicate. Now, there are many reasons why Wilson's is a recipient of this award. First off, Chris and Joe serve our community with a store that we just could not live without. It is well stocked, and if they don't have it, they will get it for you. With so many of us living in homes that are 100 or more years old in the borough, Wilson stocks many of the quirky items that our historic homes need and offers services like window sash repair for our windows that will no longer stay open by themselves, and custom storm door fabrication for doors that just are not the standard size that they make nowadays. The second half of their name, the locksmith part of the business, is actually, am I correct in saying, the biggest part of your business now? Okay, so they have 3 locksmiths, and they handle residential, commercial, and retail clients in eastern Pennsylvania all the way up to Scranton, and parts of New Jersey as well. So it's amazing how big of a service area they cover right here from Lansdale, Pennsylvania. Now, we just heard a lot about the Streetscape project and about how we're going to have a nice celebration tomorrow as that finishes. Of course, that street goes right in front of Wilson's. The Flyziks did join in on that project because as the borough was updating the look of our Main Street, the Flyziks updated the look of their store by installing new signage and new awnings, and it just, I think, was a wonderful thing for them to do for their business and for the borough by dressing it up like that. As I'm sure you all know, Chris and Joe are Lansdale residents, and to show how much they love living here, yes. When it was time for them to move up to a bigger house, they loved the block they lived on so much that they built their new house right across the street from it. So, and they both volunteered countless hours for this borough with their civic involvement. Joe was a councilman for 12 years, and he was Borough Council Vice President and Borough Council President during his tenure. And Chris has served on the Zoning Hearing Board as well as the Business Improvement District Steering Committee. Also, we can't overlook their ongoing support of the library, their involvement with First Fridays, the Parks and Recreation Easter egg hunt every year, and that just proves their commitment to our borough and the borough's residents. Lenny Deal has worked for them for almost 20 years and is now the manager of the hardware store. and he is joined by a staff of 9 people. Okay, and you are just absolutely guaranteed to get the friendliest welcome and the most knowledgeable service when you go in Wilson. So if you are not customers, start going in. It's an amazing place to shop. So now, the Flyziks are also committed to hiring local teams to staff their sales staff, and there are many, many people in this borough that can say that they got their working life started at Wilson's. Ken's son right there can say that. That was his first job for quite a few years. So congratulations on being our inaugural, I cannot say that word, Business of the Month. And Mary, can I have you come down here, please?
On behalf of the Economic Development Committee and for being such a long-time Lansdale business and a keystone of our downtown, we're proud to give you this as our inaugural Business of the Month. And I have to add that everything Richard said was true. I have yet to go in Wilson's Hardware looking for something I think that I can't find, and you haven't disappointed me. I've always been able to get, no matter what it is I want, and with friendly service. So I commend you. And I've been in the borough 24 years, and in the house I'm at, and long time, longer than that. But as a homeowner, 24